I love movies. Gosh, I love movies. Here we go.
This podcast, in continued support of Black Lives Matters, and in solidarity with all the men and women who are out on the streets marching for a better world, we offer the next 8 minutes and 46 seconds of silence in honor of George Floyd, who was senselessly murdered by a corrupt police system. The corruption in the police department doesn't just end there. It extends to the judicial system. It extends to every facet of government, which allows the color of someone's skin to determine how humanely they are treated. We no longer will stand for it. We no longer will suffer it. Change is coming, and the Grindhouse podcast stands in solidarity with those fighting for the change. Following the 8 minutes of silence, we will be highlighting some media that's created by Black artists. Too often in the world of Hollywood and media, people of color have very few opportunities to tell their stories, to use their voices. So, for whatever it is worth, we'll use this platform as a way to elevate some very talented podcasts, documentaries, movies, some of which you've heard of, some of which may be new to you. Give them an opportunity, give them a listen, spend the hour that you would normally spend with us with them, and let's together celebrate diverse voices in the world of film, television, and media. And now, if you'll join me, 8 minutes and 46 seconds of silence.
You've been listening to a special episode of the Grindhouse podcast. We urge you to take this week to enjoy some of these contributions to media and film by black artists. On YouTube, The Real Cool Dude Movie Reviews with David Moore, bringing you movie reviews and shenanigans while keeping it real. On Stitcher, Spotify, and iTunes, Nightlight, a horror fiction podcast. Creepy stories with full audio production written by black writers and performed by black actors. So scary it'll make you want to leave your nightlight on. The 2017 horror film Get Out and the 2019 horror film Us, both written and directed by Jordan Peele. The 2017 film I Am Not Your Negro, directed by Raoul Peck and written by novelist, playwright, essayist, poet and activist James Baldwin. On iTunes, Spotify and Stitcher, The Benjamin Dixon Show, news and commentary from a progressive perspective. On iTunes, Spotify and Stitcher, the Nerds of Prey podcast, the nerd culture podcast you've been waiting for, celebrating black women in nerd culture and beyond. On Shudder, Horror Noir, a history of black horror, directed by Emmy-nominated writer-director from USC's School of Cinematic Arts, Xavier Bergen. You're listening to the Grindhouse podcast on the Viva La Revolution network. Please follow us on Instagram at Grindhouse Podcast and listen to us every Monday on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, and now on YouTube.